I'm just like, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Alright, hi. So obviously, I'm not going to sit here and like talk about, oh, we're going to do a podcast, because obviously we're fucking doing a podcast right in front of you. So we're going to skip that whole little introduction, and we're going to get straight to the juiciness of what we're going to do today. So I'm Danny, obviously, if you know me, obviously because of the it's on my channel. This is my friend Binni.
Hi.
So me and Binni have been friends for about, I can't do math.
7 years?
No, we graduated 2014. We became friends 14 or 15?
15.
2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're going to 7 years.
7 years.
7 years of being friends.
About two of those years we weren't really talking.
We weren't really talking. We weren't really friends at the moment.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. But yeah, we've been knowing. Oh, okay. So we've been knowing each other for more than 7 years.
Yeah.
Binni doesn't recall me ever like talking to her. I don't ever recall Binni talking to me. But that's how that shit went down, and we became friends after we graduated high school. We hung out one summer, and then we just.
Yeah, I was seeing one of his friends that we both knew in high school, and they both went to see a movie. They invited me to the movie, and it's funny because he probably felt like the third wheel at the beginning of the night.
Yes. Because I knew they were like low-key hooking up and shit, so I was just like, okay.
But by the end of the night,
I've been in more awkward situations before.
But by the end of the night, like, that guy that I was seeing, he was like the third wheel. Like, we hit it off like immediately.
Right away. I smelled him just like she's another faggot. Like, I could smell it. So ever since, literally we hit it off right then and there, because after that, like, we didn't even go through him to hang out. We just were like, hey, what's up, you wanna kick it? And then she lived like right close to me. So, and at that point, we were like big old potheads. Like, I remember I wasn't really smoking anymore, and I was smoking from pieces. And then I think you invited me one day to go smoke with you, and you're just like, come over, and I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm down. So I remember we used to smoke. We never used to smoke at the front of your house because your parents didn't know that you smoked. So we would park your car like two streets down from your house, and we would smoke. And she would always bring this fucking like those old dad's hippie bags that all the like yoga girls, instructors bitches used to bring. And she would also just pull out her fucking big ass bong and just sit on her lap. And I'm like, we're gonna be friends.
We would just straight up like either hotbox my car or hotbox his car.
My tiny little lunchbox. Oh my god. My dildo looking of a car. A little vibrator looking of a car.
We would just smoke and laugh and laugh and laugh.
And then we'd be up to like 2, 3 a.m. getting fucking food, just listening to music. That's how our friendship. That was maybe the summer of 2016. That's why 2016 was a great fucking summer.
Yeah.
It was a really good summer. Such a fun summer. It was such a good summer.
Oh my god. Well, that was 15 and 16. Oh my god. And then back then you were still doing your drag.
I was still a little Twinkie faggy.
Oh my god.
Putting on my little shows.
I loved it. I always wanted a gay best friend who did drag. Like, all my dreams came true.
And I found a bag tag. It was great. Yeah, that was a fun summer for the both of us. And that's when we took the trip to Vegas, when I met your parents.
Oh,
Binni has 2 moms, so Binni's parents obviously lesbians. What's it called? I didn't know that till I met I think it was till I met, the day of the trip is when I knew that you had 2 moms.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't know. In high school, I didn't know.
Well, in high school you wouldn't have known, but
yeah.
I could have sworn I talked about them before we went on that trip.
I don't think so. Maybe have talked about it, but I probably never met, well, that's when I first actually met your parents. And Loki was more scared of Mimi than I was scared of your actual mom. And her mom is like a butch bitch. Like, she's like, she's straight union. She wears a fucking, what's it called, trucker's hat, denim on denim, and boots. Like, she's just straight up. Like, what's it called? And then Mimi's totally different. Mimi's like very like blunt, straight to the point. She's like
there's no mystery, there's no secrets. She's definitely like not a prude. Like, she will talk about anything and everything. And yeah, she was, and surprisingly, I was more intimidated by her than I was by your mom. That's funny. A lot of people say that, but I think it's just because of like the way she looks. Like, her eyes, like, she has the craziest eyes. Like, they're like, I don't even know how to describe the color. It's like rainbow. Like, she has all the fucking colors in her fucking eyes. Like, and so when she looks at you, and especially like if she looks at you a certain way, like with a certain face, like it could be so fucking intense.
Yeah, it's very intimidating. Yeah, I remember getting to the car, I'm just like, fuck, we have 4 hours of this shit. And I'm like, I'm usually good with parents, but I'm just the way that I talk is just like I talk like from the hood, like I don't like belong to the streets. Like I don't talk like this pish posh bullshit even though we're to college and shit, like none of that, no. So I'm very blunt, same thing with me, very blunt, make sure to point. I cuss a lot, like you'll notice in this podcast, I cuss a lot, and I will not bleep this shit out because
this shit is not family friendly.
It's not PG-13. No.
No, this is like TVMA, like
MTV, like at late at night. We're talking about like Adult Swim shit. So yeah, I remember getting the first trip. It was that summer. You invited me to go for your birthday. I wasn't even 20. I wasn't even 21. You were turning 21, right?
It's so funny. It was my 21st birthday trip, and the people I invited was him, and he was still underage, and my cousin. My cousin, she was 3 years younger than me, so she barely turned 18. And like this is my 21st trip, so I'm like the only person who can fucking drink.
Do any adult thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't even sit on the fucking stand on the carpet at the fucking casino. She's like, you need to get off the carpet.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Like I had to be walking with them all the fucking times.
Fuck, I hated being like under 21. It sucked. All my friends were always older.
And then this fool, he got his fucking nails done we both got our nails done. But me, like,
I did not know how to wipe my ass.
I would always get short nails because, like, at that point, like, in my life, I just couldn't with long nails.
I was like, fuck it, I've never done nails.
He was like, yeah, I guess that's okay. And, like, he got nails that were, like, this fucking long.
I got stilettos because I wanted to be that bitch. And,
And the whole fucking weekend, like, he's just grabbing everything like this.
I couldn't do it. I give so many women props for shit like that because I really did not know how to wipe my ass. I learned to wipe my ass like this. Like you scoop it out like ice cream and shit, like very that. And no, yeah, I definitely had to wash my hands after because there's no way I did not touch my butthole. But yeah, no, it wasn't. So we did our nails that weekend. We did stilettos.
I'm surprised you didn't break any nails when we were picking up rocks on the way home.
Oh my fucking.
Okay, so like on the way home from that trip, like the GPS.
Was that on the way home?
Yeah, it was on our way home.
It wasn't when we were getting there?
No, it wasn't when we were getting there. It was on our way home. So the GPS like routed us like some other way because there was like hella traffic. So we ended up like driving on this road, and then that road, like the pavement ended and it turned into a dirt road, and we were just kind of like
it was just imagine like being in Hostel, like it was very that. And I'm like, we got a bunch of white bitches up in here and one fucking Mexican. Like I'm like, oh my god, this should be interesting.
So we're driving down this road and it's like hella dirt and like it's full of rocks, and then it gets like rockier and bumpier to the point where like we had to get out of the car and like move the rocks out of the way so that the car could drive.
Yeah, because it was hitting the bottom of the car and the car was a fucking rental. So obviously it had to come back in one piece. So yeah, like we're sitting there and then everybody like got out of the car for that exact reason. And it was hot as hell, and I'm sitting here, I'm just like, these crazy ass white bitches got me here fucking pushing rocks. Like my parents did not jump over the fucking border so they could have their brown kid pushing rocks for white people. It was a no-go for me. Yeah, I was just like, oh my god, of all the fucking things in the world, I'd be pushing rocks in Vegas for some white people. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, it was a very fun weekend. Like, I got to meet most of your family. Mm-hmm. Crazy as shit, my dude. Oh my god.
After that, he was totally comfortable, like, coming over to my house. Like, honestly, I think this fool was at my house, like...
every day in the summer.
Basically, yeah.
I would even sleep over sometimes. Yeah.
Like, he would sleep over a lot. Like, to the point I would, like, fucking buy this fool, like, chonies and shit.
Yeah. Just in case.
Just in case, because you never know.
I had a key to the house, which I recently lost. But yeah, I had a key to the house also. Yeah, no, yeah, that was a great summer. We had such a good time. And then it went from 2 summers, and then we talked about the 3rd summer. And then let's talk about the 3rd summer. And then because
well, we had a couple moments that summer because there was your 21st birthday.
Shit, that was a lot of drinking that weekend.
Oh my god,
that was a lot. I started drinking Thursday because my birthday landed on a Thursday, and your parents took me out that day.
Oh yeah.
We went to I think it closed. Black Angus? No, I don't know.
No, I think it was Black.
Yeah, Black Angus. We went to Black Angus, and then me and your mom started taking shots, and then we both got fucked up. And then I ended up passing out at your house.
Oh, did she night you?
No, that wasn't. That was Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
That was Mother's Day. No, yeah, we got trashed, and we both passed out. We went home, and then Friday, Tony and I went to 340.
Oh shit!
That was the day
really?
That was the day I got on stage and started twerking. I went home. Yeah. Started twerking and mom, and I got a fishbowl for it. And then Saturday we went to WeHo. Saturday into WeHo, 2 drinks and I was trashed. Trashed.
Oh yeah.
2 drinks, I was trashed.
This fool, like at that time, he was as tiny as I am now. Like, if not
like
smaller.
Bitch, 110 pounds.
Like he was fucking tiny, and like he couldn't handle his shit. He was already like fucking passed out by the time we got to the fucking car, and then we like his friend like drives us home. Whatever, we get home, we get to where his car is parked. Oh my god, he's passed the fuck out in the back seat, and you would think for like as tiny as he is, like 110 pounds, like it'd be easy for 2 girls to carry him to the car. No. It was like
this insecurity is a fat bitch. You know, she's a big heavy girl.
It was next to fucking impossible. And I mean, I still have like the pictures and the video. Like
I still have that
we
picture.
literally like just threw him in the back seat. Like
I didn't even make it on the seat. I was literally like where you put your feet.
Yeah, he was
like
just like in like a little ball, like fucking behind the passenger.
Behind the passenger seat, passed the fuck out with like my head all fucking twisted and shit. Yeah, it was. I
managed to drive him to my house, like, and as soon as I get home, I just leave him in the car, and I'm like, I'm gonna go like start the fucking shower. So I start the shower, and then I come back out to the car. He already woke up. He's like throwing up outside the door. He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just like, okay, well, you know, can you get up and walk? Like, cause I can't fucking carry you. Like, I need you to walk. So we're walking up inside I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I fucking take his clothes off. I'm fucking washing him. He's like, he just looks up at me like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The whole time I'm like sitting there crying when the fucking water's hitting me, like so hungover, so fucked up. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Butt ass, dead ass naked. I literally that shirt I wore once, never saw it again. Same with those pants, never saw them again. They disappeared that night. Yeah, that was.
You know, and it's funny, when we woke up in the morning, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, this bitch is gonna be super fucking hungover, like.
No, surprisingly.
Like, he woke up and he was like totally fine. Yeah. And I was like, bitch, how?
I think I woke up before you did. I woke up before you did, and I was having coffee in the front porch with your parents. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I'm just like, how? What the fuck?
But then I went a while where I just couldn't do that shit. Like, I would be hungover like crazy. But then, like, I found the trick. Like, literally, when you drink a cup of water, or like literally a bottle of water. As soon as you drink a bottle of water, you wake up fine like the next fucking day. You might wake up a little bit hungover, but better than fucking just like dying and shit for the whole day.
For me, it's electrolytes. So I will drink like a whole Gatorade or Pedialyte like before I start drinking, and then like when I finish drinking, like I'll drink a bunch of like Pedialyte or whatever, and I'll wake up fine. My other thing for me, like, I don't know about other people, but for me, when I start drinking one thing, like either beer or liquor, like I will stick to that for the whole night. So if I start with beer, like it's beer the whole night. If I start with liquor, it's liquor the whole night. And I won't mix my fucking liquor.
No, girl, I'm versed. I drink everything.
I'm versed.
I drink everything. I'll start with beer and then just like, I have a little bit, like a couple of shots here and there, and then I just don't like mixed drinks.
Really?
I do not. It's not. I mean, if we go out to like WeHo and shit, okay, I'll drink them because all the fact they're drinking them, so pinkies up and shit. But no, like if we go to a bar, I'll drink I prefer IPAs. I love IPAs. I don't know how I'm like gay and like I love beer. I love beer. I fucking love. shots.
It's a Mexican.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because like I would have never thought that I would be into like beer and shit. Like I thought I'd be like into those fruity drinks because you know every day is. Yeah, I'm a fruit.
You're a fruit.
I'm a fruit. But no, honestly, beer. I love IPA. IPA is like all the way. So if you go to a bar, I usually order an IPA. And if I go to like WeHo, yeah, I would like order like a fruity drink, like those big ass margaritas, because those shits will fuck you up. Especially if Fiesta Cantina, those fuck you up, girl. Like, they're so generous with the alcohol. I'm like, yes, for the gays. Give gays the right.
I personally, like, I like the fruity drinks, the mixed drinks, the sweet drinks, but, like, those tall ones, like, that they give you in Vegas, like, they will have me super fucked up in the morning. I think because of all the fucking sugar.
The sugar.
So
sugar.
If I'm drinking to get drunk, like, I'd rather just do straight fucking shots. Or, like, shots with, like, Red Bull.
Shots with Red Bull?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Because I want to be awake for this mistake.
Oh my god, no. Me IPAs, yeah. Bar IPAs, if I go out drinking, usually, yeah, what's it called, fruity drinks. But, like, for example, like, when you go to Raves and stuff like that, like, usually shots so you can get it done quick, fast, easy, get to the point.
No, at Raves, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, if it's a drink, he'll drink it.
I'll drink it, yeah.
And this bitch will be fucking trashed in the fucking car, like, barely on the way to the rave. Like, we got 12 hours of this shit ahead of us.
I sleep because I know I just, yeah. I'll get fucked up before we leave, but not too fucked up where I'm just like, you know. So like I'll get pretty trash. Okay, sometimes I'll be like in the backseat, just like, fuck, I'm not gonna make it in. But no, usually like I'm pretty okay. And then what I'll do is I'll nap, because usually when I nap, it neutralizes me. Like I won't go overboard, or it won't kill my buzz. So like usually I'll take a nap, I'll hibernate, and when we get there, like I'm usually like pretty okay. So by the time we get in, because you know we usually take more shots when we get them, we park, and then I'm like, okay, that's where I'm just like, not my peak, but just before you jump over the hill, I'm like right there, you know, just right there. So and then I'll just walk it off, because obviously when you walk, especially if it's hot, like you just sweat it out.
Yeah, if you're moving a lot.
But yeah, that's how I usually do it. But then on the way back, it depends. Sometimes I'll be just trash and just knock the fuck out. If I am trash and I knock out, good luck waking me up, because I will not wake up. Like I had several instances, like with my friends, like
I've had enough experiences with that I fucking know. And like I said, when he was 110 pounds, like that was already a fucking struggle. This bitch is like, I don't know, 170, 180.
173.
Okay.
173.
173.
She's getting thick.
So he's 173 now. Like, if he passes out, I'm gonna just leave him and let him sleep where he's sleeping. Like,
because that's also one of my mechanisms when I get trash, and like when I actually do jump overboard and I know that I'm just gonna be completely fucking dead or I'm gonna throw up. Like, I'll go in hibernation mode, just, you know, like, knock out. I'll find somewhere comfy, and I don't give a fuck. If I'm at a party, I will find somewhere comfy and sit my ass down and knock out. Or, I usually tell my friends, hey, give me the keys to your car, I'm gonna go sleep. And it's just like, really, we just got it? I'm just like, bitch, let me go sleep. Unless you want to, like, deal with the trash-ass bitch who cannot walk, who weighs 173 pounds, but weighs 200 by the end of the night. Like, take my ass to the car and let me sleep. Like, I'm telling you what to do.
That's a good thing about him, is that he's very aware. He knows his limits. Like, he will literally look at me and be like, bitch, I'm about to black out. Don't lose me. And I'll be like, okay, I got you.
It's happened so much. I'm like, I'll be feeling, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna black out. Oh yeah, just turn around to the, hey Binni, I'm about to black out. Just don't lose me. Whatever you do, don't lose me.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's happened. Yeah, it definitely happened, like, many times. And sometimes I make it using her, like, depending on what outfit I'm wearing. Sometimes I wear a harness, sometimes I wear a little backpack.
And I just grab him and I just like pull him, because he'll try to like walk off and like go hug other people, or, like say shit to other people, and I'm just like, no bitch, like now's not the time, like we're going to the bathroom.
There's no kumbaya moment, bitch, we gotta get through this shit.
You can tell them they can follow us.
Yeah. Yeah. I never had an experience with you though, like you being fucked up.
Really?
I don't think so. Like with
me being like super trashed.
I can't remember the last time you've been like. I know there's been a couple of times you've been super trashed, but like, no, there's not that many. With you,
like
not many.
Like to the point where I like blacked out.
To like me, bitch, like me blacking out, or like me getting fucked up. Yeah, I don't. There's not many instances where you've been like where I've had to carry you. I don't think there's ever been an instance where I had to carry you.
Yeah, in all honesty, like I don't get like that all that much, and because like I had enough experiences, and I think this was probably just before we became friends, where I got super fucking trashed and like had fucking bad hangovers, and I like fucking adjusted like how I drink and what I drink and all of that.
Yeah.
Like now it's to the point where like say you put a fucking bottle of vodka in front of me and I could take shots all night. Like I could take hella fucking shots and be on my feet, be talking. In my head, like I'm seeing fucking 30 of you. Like, but like on the outside, like I look like I'm totally fine.
That's crazy. No, like, but me, it depends on certain days.
Whereas now I've lost so much weight that I can't drink the same way I used to. So actually, just this past New Year's was the first time like I've ever like completely like blacked out.
Really?
Yeah, like I blacked out. I just remember like taking a shot with my ex-sister-in-law and then nothing. Like I woke up I woke up in her
What a great way to start the year.
I woke up in her kid's bed. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was still drunk.
Of course you'd fit in that fucking bed.
Oh yeah.
You're like 90 pounds, bitch.
I was like, where's my phone? So I start wandering through the house to find my phone. I get my phone and I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? Like, and it turned out she ended up like giving me like E to like sober me up.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which ended up just making me throw up.
Oh no. See, that's my biggest thing. I hate throwing up. Yeah. I hate gagging. I have a big uvula. Uvulas, and it hangs. So whenever I start, so whenever I start coughing or what's it called, and it happened New Year's, 2019. Yeah, 2019. I got trash, like, and I like I've never gotten trashed like in front of my family, like ever. But I blacked out, like gone, so like crazy stupid. We're taking shots with my family and whatever. So we're taking shots of like fucking, I think it was Hennessy, and my cousin bought black Hennessy, and I'm just like,
oh no.
So that's the first last time I tried that shit. So yeah, but no. But I threw up so much that my uvula got swollen, so it hit the bottom of my tongue, and it would give me that gag reflex. So I'd like throw up, but at that point I have nothing to throw up. Yeah. Like there's nothing, so I'm just gagging the whole time, So yeah, like so now like I'm super careful about like throwing up and shit or like coughing or anything like that, because I'm like that triggers that whole like thing, and it's just crazy.
And once you start, you can't fucking stop.
Yeah, you can't stop. No, yeah, and like I don't like the feeling. So like,
I mean, I don't think anyone likes the feeling of throwing.
So that's why I put myself to sleep, because I'm like I don't have to worry about it. Like I go to sleep, like, and I don't throw up in my sleep.
Yeah.
Like I've never had that instance. I had that one instance, but it wasn't because of alcohol. No, my dumbass ate like a whole bag of like hot Cheeto puffs, and this is when my grandma was staying over. I ate a whole bag of hot Cheeto puffs, and then I don't know why I miraculously threw up in my sleep. And you know the cool part about it is I was clean in the morning. It didn't smear anything. Like I threw up, and then my grandma was staying with me, and she was sitting in my bed.
Did you throw up on your bed?
On my pillow.
Oh.
And then my grandma came in, and she like yelled, and I woke up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, obviously I'm awake. Yes. What's wrong? She's like, you're bleeding, and I'm like, bleeding where? And I'm like, no, that's not blood. That's not Cheetos. I'm like, I woke up more fast and just like, fuck, I didn't smear it on me. I'm like, wow, like God is good. He's real. He's real. Yeah, but anyway. So what time is it? I want to do 30 minutes. We're at 23. Do we have 7 minutes to talk about ADC?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 minutes to talk about ADC.
Yeah.
So this is why my hair is this crazy, and so I look so good. That's why I got teeth gems on my teeth. My teeth gems
on your teeth.
Yeah, gems on my teeth. Shout out to my homegirl Alex. She's the one that does my hair. We did we did what's it called? We did a flower print this year. Not this year, this time around. I didn't dye my hair for a really long time because I was like, I'm gonna wait till EDC. We're gonna do some flower print. And yeah, so we did some flower print. So shout out to my homegirl. She's the one that does my hair all the time, and also my gems. I won't post her IG, but I'll tag her on my shit because this bitch always changes her name, her IG name. So her name is Alex, but if you go to my social media, I always tag her on all of my shit. EDC, we just did EDC this weekend. This is your, what, second?
My second EDC.
This is my... I started doing 17, 18, 19, 20.
I'll count the boxes. This is his fourth.
Fourth one. I skipped... Well, obviously I skipped 20 because...
Well, everyone skipped 20 because of COVID.
And then 21, I skipped it because I had my ticket, but I was just like, it's just too close, and I just didn't want to go. So I was just like,
oh, yeah, because...
That's where you went.
You went to Escape last year.
Mm-hmm.
I went to EDC, and like... EDC usually happens like in May, but it was in October because it was pushed back.
Oh, that's right, October this year. Yeah.
So like, I ended up going to EDC. I didn't go to what was it, Escape, because Escape was like literally the next weekend.
Week after.
And there was like, if you rave,
if
you rave and you do all the extracurriculars, like extracurriculars, you fucking know that there is like
you're gonna go through it.
Yeah, there's no way you could rave like that close together.
And it was so bad because that was when like all the raves were like back to back. Like there was Beyond, then there was Hard Summer, there was Day Trip.
Oh my god!
It was like you had a rave every two raves every month, and like it was, dude. It took
like by the end of the year, like you were fucking.
You were fried. Like you were just done. Like, maybe I just don't want to go to this rave. Maybe I got.
Yeah, this fool was like, oh, I'm gonna chill on the raves this year.
Dude, last year I only had 2 planned. It was literally Beyond and EDC Orlando.
No, and Hard.
No, I didn't have my ticket for Hard Summer.
You did because we bought it together.
Oh yeah, we bought it the day of it went out. Okay,
yeah.
So but originally I only had those 2, and then the Hard lineup. Oh, the Hard tickets came on sale. So I was like, okay, I bought it. You know how many events I ended up doing that year? So I ended up
6.
No, I ended up. No, I started with Day Trip because that's when the rave started, like around the summertime. That's when everything started kind of opening up again.
June, July. Okay, June, July. Yeah.
So I ended up doing Day Trip like super last minute, like literally the week I bought my ticket.
Yeah.
I did Day Trip, I did Dirty Bird, I did Escape, Beyond,
Cross,
A Hard Summer, Cross. Cross is the best. Cross is so good. Too many white people, but it's very good. Cross, also Beyond. I didn't do Nocturnal. I did Hard Summer. Let's go with 7 or 8. That's how many I ended up doing when I said I was gonna chill. I obviously did not chill.
3 and that felt like a lot. Well, I did 3 and then I did 1 music festival that like wasn't a rave. But yeah, I did Hard Summer, I did Beyond, I did EDC, and then I did Day in Vegas. Like Day in Vegas was fucking trash, by the way. Like the festival itself was trash, but like literally the only good thing was like the performers, like all of the musicians and everything, like all of the sets, like they were fucking great. But the festival itself, like the way it was set up and everything, fucking trash.
Yeah,
nothing like these fucking raves.
I haven't done music festivals that are not raves. They've all been raves for the most part. But anyway, we did EDC this year. This is your second year doing it. This is my what, fourth time doing it. This year was a little bit different from most years. The weather was actually pretty nice. Well, the first year, like it was the first day was fucking weird. It was cold as shit.
Oh my god.
It sucked.
It sucked because like we're checking the weather constantly, like leading up to the weekend.
Because that's your outfits.
Yeah, that's how you plan.
That's how you plan.
Outfits.
Yeah.
So like checking the weather, like. The first night was supposed to be the warmest night of them all.
And it was the fucking coldest night. And that
as soon as we get there, it's already kind of cold. And then like the fucking wind, like if it was just cold, okay, like I could have like
I could have been fine.
Just like my bikini top and bottoms, like I would have been fine. But with the wind
hell
no. I had to go to the fucking merch tent.
Yeah.
Bitch, that fucking merch tent, like I was in line for fucking 4 hours waiting to buy fucking sweats. Like
no, I left early.
Ridiculous.
I left like I didn't leave early. Well, I left. Well, it wasn't really that early.
And if I knew he was going back to the car, I would have just fucking gone with him.
No, I left at 4 a.m. because I just like I was so tired. Like I was literally in the crowd, just like going like forward and knocking on people because I was just so exhausted. And on top of that, it was cold, so I was not really enjoying it. So I left to the car around 4. And just slept. And that day 1 was it was just cold. So it was just cold. Day 2
was better. It's funny because I actually I wore cargos and that was actually my cutest night. I looked fucking good that night. But I wore cargos, and then I put leggings and shit underneath because I'm like, oh, it's gonna get cold. No, it was warm. It was the whole fucking night. The whole night was the whole fucking night.
The whole night. The day one has all fucked up. We were all preparing to like it's gonna be cold because it's the coldest. Because like that whole night. Well, that whole weekend, like, the degree was dropping. So just like, okay, it's going to be colder day 2, and then day 3 is going to be even colder. No, day 2 was the fucking warmest out of all of them. And everybody had brought in blankets. So day 3, so day 2, everyone thought it was going to be cold. So everybody, like, hella prepped and bought all the warm shit. It was it was just warm. And then, homegirl lost her phone. You got your shit snatched.
Oh my god. Okay, so before we get to that, back to day 1. So day 1 was the day we were all, like, everyone was just figuring their shit out. That was the day, like, we all split up for, like, basically the whole night.
The whole night.
Fucking the one person in our group that didn't have iPhone.
How were you?
He fucking, so at the end of the night, like, we're all, like, finding our way back to the car or whatever. Like, we all fucking managed to get there. And then he was the only one who, like, so he was by himself. And I remember getting a call as soon as I was exiting out of the festival. And he was like, oh, how do you get back to the car? He's like, when you leave, you go right? And I was like, no, you go left because we came in right, like, to the festival. And then
in his defense, I don't know for my left, for my right, so I would have gotten lost. If it wasn't for me dropping the pin on my car, I would have fucking got lost also.
Well, so he made that mistake of going right. So okay, so I told him no, you go left. So I guess he ended up backtracking. And then he kept.
I love backtracking because he was on the other side.
Yeah, he was all the way on the fucking other side. So then he's all calling me and like. The shit would like kind of come through and whatnot, and then like he would be breaking up, so I'd just be like, okay, like I can't do this, like, so I would like hang up, and then fucking we all managed to fucking get back to the car, like we're still waiting on him.
So waiting on him. He was on then he had telling us he was on the other side of the parking lot. But the reality is, like, look, when I don't know my left from my right, and especially after going through a whole like frenzy of just like doing a whole fucking like 10-hour dance marathon, like. You be like
you be confused
and disorientated for sure, to say the least. But then one of the things I didn't realize was like how far of a walk it was. Like it was a far ass walk, but it didn't feel like a far walk. It honestly felt like a pretty short walk. So that while we were going there,
going in it feels like a short walk.
Coming out, but I think it's just because everyone's tired, exhausted, and like,
because we just spent the whole fucking night on our feet, fucking dancing and shit, fucking walking around, like.
And then so then that was day 1. he ended up Ubering it back home because he was so far, and we were just moving,
and we were just like like we were already on our way back. We just wanted to get back at that point. We considered like stopping and turning.
Like I knew that he was gonna get lost, but he really got lost.
Look, in our defense, if we turned around for him, like it would have taken.
And you couldn't.
It would have taken us like another 2 to 3 hours to get back to the fucking hotel.
You couldn't, and you couldn't fucking turn around because all the cars were moving in one direction. And on the other side to turn around, it was just all blocked off. So that was day 1. Day 2 was better.
Oh
we all got to the car, right? We all got to the car. Day 2. Day 2 actually stayed. I was telling my friend Kat that this was probably the first year that we actually stayed till the end every single day. Well, besides me, but I stayed till 4 a.m. so I stayed till the end. Every single day we stayed till the end. Yeah,
day 2 we got there the earliest. I think we actually got inside around like 8:30, and
because there was nobody who wanted us. The lineup wasn't the best this year,
but we saw hella fucking sets. Like
I take it back. There wasn't that many people that I was excited to see about this year round. But what I do like about that though was it actually got me to go and see other stages that I would, or see other DJs that I would never, especially now because I'm like, I'm so snobbish as fuck, but I'm more into house and techno. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I just started raving last year, and like, she's in a dubstep phase, so we're gonna wait till it fades out. I'm more into, like, I'm into everything really. Like, I like bouncing around between like all the different kind of genres. I do too, but I like house and techno. I like my headbanging moments. I like the house and techno, and that's what I love about like raving with you guys is that like I got to experience EDC in a different way this year. I know, bitch, and you didn't want to go. Yeah. I'm not gonna go. It's gonna be be different. I'm like, of course.
You know what? I had my personal reasons for that, but I'm really glad.
And then she was like, I'm only gonna go 2 days. I'm not gonna go day 3. And I'm like, bitch, you're gonna go in 3 days.
Yeah, it was like, okay.
And
Once I decided to go, like, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna go all fucking 3 days, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Saturday was when I lost my fucking phone. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was.
I'm usually so good about that shit.
That's my biggest fear, losing my phone.
And you know what? I had it tied, like, on a lanyard to my pants. Like, it was all fucking secure. But it's like, we moved through a really thick part of the crowd, and that had to have been when it happened, because I had my phone just before we moved through that thick part of the crowd. And then as soon as we got to where we were gonna stand, like, I went to grab my phone to shoot a video, and I pick up my case, and my case felt light. And like, once I look at it and I see that it's just my case without the phone, I'm like looking around for my fucking shit.
Yeah,
like to see if maybe it fell, but no, it didn't fall. Like, someone fucking snatched it. They just popped it out of the case. And I was like, I look at him, I'm like, bitch, my phone's gone.
I'm like, well, bitch, you better not fucking disappear, girl, because you have to find your way back to the car.
And the thing that disappoints me the most is that we took some, like, dope-ass fucking
We did take nice pictures, and we both looked really nice.
And they were on my fucking phone, so, like, that shit's, like, gone now.
Yeah, my thing is, I just never take my phone out. I only take my phone, not even to see the set times. Usually Kat does that shit, because we usually go to the same teachers anyway. So I'm just like, okay, just pick up, you know, she usually looks at the set times, and we just go wherever she goes. But yeah, no, I don't ever take out my phone, and if I do, like, I hide that shit, shove it, like, in the deepest part of, like, whatever backpack I have on, or whatever thing I have on, and I don't ever take it out. Hell no, fuck taking it out. Because I've never been, and I don't ever want to be pickpocketed.
Yeah, this whole experience just taught me, like,
it humbles you.
Yeah, it really. You know what? It really fucking does. It really humbles you. It really does.
But yeah, no. Day 2 was better. Day 2 it was pretty fun. Day 2. Day 3, I was exhausted. I think we slept most after day 2. Going into day 3, we fucking slept.
I took like 2 or 3 naps that day before we got into the festival. Like, I slept, and then I woke up, showered, I took a nap. Then you guys came back with food, so I ate, and then I started getting ready, and then I saw all the guys sleeping, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking sleep. Like, today, like, I painted my face, like, both days, and then day 3, I was just like, no, I'm too tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
We, like, literally got home, like, around 8, and we, like, slept to, like, almost, like, 1:30. That's when we started getting ready, like, 1:30. We all started getting up and started eating and shit. Yeah, day 2, after day 2, it's exhausting. I was so scared that my knee was gonna give out, because for EDC, Orlando, it's much smaller, and literally the last hour of EDC day 3, my knee gave out, and I was like, fuck me. But no.
Well, that's because you guys don't like to stop and rest. Like, you like to always be at a set. Like, you won't just, like, chill.
We did not pay $500 fucking to be sitting somewhere. Like, no. Well,
no, but hold on.
I did take 15 minutes.
Hold on. Like,
I didn't need it.
But you can, like, how we did, because me and you on day 3, like, we found a set, and we just, like, found a grass area, like, further back from that set.
Oh, okay, got you.
Like, sit down. Like, yeah. I mean, like, we can do that, you know, like.
Yeah, no, yeah, we did. Well, because a lot of the sets that we go to, it doesn't have that inviting feel to, like, lay down. Like, when you're, like, at.
Well, yeah, because
like
your house. Your house and techno sets, everyone's standing up, everyone's dancing.
Yeah.
So.
Everyone's wearing black.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see one piece of candy in sight. No candy. There's no candy.
And it's so funny, because, like, the one time, like, someone actually traded with me or him, it was at a fucking techno set.
At a techno set.
And he, like, turns around, he's like, Claire.
I haven't traded candy in years. I stopped doing it because it was a year that I put so much time and effort into, like, I did a perler.
He's too cool for it now.
No. It's just like, I did a perler. I did a cuff. Like, I really went out. I bought so much shit, and, like, I got boo boo candy that year, and I was kind of upset. But I was like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. I don't care. So then that's the year I give up. That was the last year of my Candy Kid days, because after that, like, it just went all black and techno. Like.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's a lot, like, dealing with all of that shit. Even, like, I think. Day 2 and day 3, I didn't fucking put my candy on. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'll just wear one, like, just to have it. But
yeah, no, I used to have a lot of candy. I'm like, I want to be a cool candy, but nobody wears candy anymore, and no one really trades. Like I didn't. Nobody traded with me until like this year. Last year, nobody traded with me. At Raves, nobody has traded with me.
Well, that's because I've noticed, like, at the house and techno, yeah, nobody does that shit. Nobody wears that shit. And that's where he is most of the fucking
There's
time.
no blur at the house and techno.
Yeah,
well,
but if you're, like, exploring the rest of the festival, if you're at other sets, like, you'll see hella people with fucking candy. Like,
you know what? You're right. Yeah.
It's just because of where you go.
Yeah, because we go. Yeah, we're just, everyone's in their little cubicle, like, you know, fanning.
Yeah.
Poppers in the air. Like,
where the poppers at?
Everybody. And that's where all the gays were at.
Oh,
all the gays were at Neon Garden. Like, I remember, you were there when I turned to him, just like, there's so many gays.
Yeah, I was there.
I love it because it's a runway show.
It's a runway.
It's like the Met Gala. Like,
the Met Gala of fucking EDM.
No, yes. Raves are like the Met Galas, like, you know, like, Escape, Beyond, those are like the red carpet events. Like, those are like, oh, you're gonna go to the Oscars or to the Emmys. But EDC is like the Met Gala of like Raves. Yeah. Like, everybody dresses up. Like,
oh my god, all the outfits. Like, the thing oh my god, I love all the ass. Like, just all the
so much ass and titties. There's so much ass and titties. It's the Met Gala of Raves. Like, everybody dresses up. I don't dress up as a candy kid anymore or dress up for the raves, but like, I can't, like, I've had some pretty good outfits. And like, that Cheetah moment was a Cheetah moment. I love that Cheetah moment I did for Skyline.
That shit was hot.
But this, I love these 3 outfits that I did for you. They're simple as fuck. Like, I'm a boy. Like, I don't really, He's
a boy and he's not a candy kid.
Okay, I guess. It was the straightest I've ever looked in my life. Yeah. Like, day one, because Warren was told me to wear that Mortal Kombat shirt. He's like, wear that shirt with those, you know, with those shorts. And as soon as I put the ensemble on, I was like, oh my god, I look like Bad Bunny. I felt like Bad Bunny. I felt like such a badass bitch. And I'm like, I think it was also the shoes. Mm-hmm. Like, I never really wear bulky shoes because I have, like, you know, skinny ass legs. The ensemble was great. And then day 2 was the Hawaiian shirt, which fucking what's his Mike ended up having the whole night. Everyone kept complimenting his shirt. Everyone kept complimenting Mikey's shirt. It was fucking my shirt.
I always tell this fool, like, I've told him, because like leading up to this, he's like, I don't have outfits, and I'm like, bitch, just buy shorts. I'm like, don't even worry about the fucking shirts, because you're gonna end up taking it off in the middle of the night anyways.
Yeah,
and, like, what do you do? Day 1, day 2, day 3, takes the shirt off. It's like,
I don't know how I'm that bold. It's me being blonde, I think. No, but yeah, no, what's it called? Yeah, honestly, yeah, like all those 3 days are like my best outfits. I loved them. They were great. But yeah, no, it's like the Mecca, especially like when you go to, especially the techno sets. Like every bitch wears black. Mm-hmm. There's no candy in sight. Every bitch wears black. Everyone has their shades on, fans. Like nobody claps a fan anymore. Like it's not a thing. Like it's fucking illegal. It's illegal. You get looked at like you're crazy. Yeah, it's illegal.
Oh, like illegal. Like,
illegal. Yeah. Even the techno kings are just like, stop clapping your fan. I'm like, bitch, you get excited. That's what it is.
I was about to at one point. And I
did. Mario kept like giving me the fans so I could clap it. I'm like, bitch, like you want me to get looked at?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you clap it. You want to clap it?
Yeah, it's so bad. But no, yeah, it's the Met Galas with Raves. It's the best. Like it's fun. It's so much fun. If you ever get a chance to do EDC, I suggest you do it for the love, for the fucking art, because it's art. Like the art installations there are fucking amazing. It's crazy.
Just the whole like rave scene, the community, like
it's very accepting.
I love it.
It's very
with
nice.
the exception of the fucking phone thieves, like
that's at every rave.
Yeah, but that's at every festival in general. True. But true. With the exception of that, like it's all like. Everyone fucking loves each other. Everyone's super friendly.
Everyone's like kumbaya bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna play, love, you know, all that shit. So it's a very fun and welcoming, you know, environment to be in, especially because, you know, like a lot of us go over there for the music. I had this one bitch. No, I'm not even gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it. We went there. We were like waiting in line, and then my friend Jen was like, I think it was Jen or Richie asked her. I'm like, you know, who are you excited to see? And she was just like, I don't know. I just came here for the and I'm like, let me try. Just, you know, like, what? But like, no, yeah.
I mean,
besides that,
I enjoy the fucking music too. Like,
no, I love the music. That's why I literally go to dance. Like literally in every fucking video, like you hear me either yelling, screaming, saying fuck yeah, saying sola, 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 or just dancing. That's
just add to it.
And then, so what's it called? So yeah, so you like, it's just a fun time to do, like, it's a fun time to like be in that environment, be with everybody else that enjoys the same music or share the same liking as you, especially with outfits. Everybody goes out to like pop off on their outfits. Like people take so much time and effort, fucking money. Like some of these bitches wear boots that like cost like, look at them on retail and they're like 120 just for one night, for one outfit. Me personally,
like I would love to do that, and I would love to like buy more shit, like wear crazier shit. But the reality is, I know how I am when I go to these things. Like, you know, if it's hot out, for one, like I'm not gonna want to wear a bunch of shit. I'm gonna want to wear a fucking bikini. So I'll wear like
comfy ass shoes.
Yeah, comfy fucking shoes, a bikini top. Like it's really like a matter of my bottoms, like that. I do all of my like accessorizing and shit like that. And for EDC this time, like that didn't really happen, mostly because of the whole fucking weather thing. I didn't know what to expect each day going in.
She weighs like 90 pounds and she brought like fucking like, what, three fucking suitcases of shit? 4 suitcases of shit. Literally the whole backseat of my car was just full of shit. And I was like, why do you need so much shit? And then she started pulling out like, I have this, I have this, I have this. I'm like, oh, she has options.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, I packed exactly for her.
Because I brought, you know, like my clothes for outside the rave to, you know, lounge in or sleep in or whatever. And then I brought like all the clothes I've accumulated for my raves. Because like I didn't buy any new rave clothes for this one, just because like for one I was on the fence the whole time about like, am I gonna go, am I not gonna go, da 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 da. So it's like, but I always bring like all of my shit because I like having options. I like mixing and matching, like.
True. Yeah, no, I just pack for what I need now, because I used to overpack. And I'm just like, that's just way too much shit. It fucks with my anxiety and my ADHD, because I'm like, I can match it with this or with this, with this, with this. I'm like, no. That's how it was. That's when like I kept looking all tweaked out and shit. I was like, there was time for us to get ready, because I'm just like, what do I put on? What do I put on? I have this. I'm like, But yeah. But okay, we're gonna wrap it up because it's about to be 50 and I don't want to hit past 50. But yes, guys, this is the first installment of our fucking of our podcast. I have no title. I don't know what we're gonna call it. I hope it's gonna be a great name. But till then, we'll see you guys very soon. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on our Instagram. I will put it down below for you right here. Oh yeah, this is my. And then Binni. We have Binni's right here. Nice. Alright guys, I'll see you guys till next time.
I
I hate you.